There will be no Thankmas this year. Settle. Hold for gasp. I know. A lot of you have been waiting around for it, and I was supposed to talk about it earlier, but I got really sick and then stuff got pushed and everything. One of the main reasons that I'm not doing it, there's two main reasons. One is that I need a break. I don't want to keep doing charity stuff just for the sake of doing charity stuff, and it's expected every year. This year was pretty tough physically to get through, and at the end of the year, I'm just not in the headspace for it. So I feel like it's just not a good idea to do it if I'm just doing it for the sake of it. You should be doing charity stuff because you have a vested interest in the charity you're doing. The other and most prevalent issue, and the main reason that I didn't want to do it, is because as the year was going on, I started to notice that people just didn't have money. Not just for my stuff, but I've seen it all over the internet and all over like the world, that people in general just have had a hard year financially. And I don't want to get to the end of the year after promoting like comic books and coffee and everything and then ask people to give money to a cause when you probably need your money more right now anyway. I think a lot of people are struggling in terms of finances, and I don't want to ask any more of my community than I need to. So I thought just for a year we can just have a breather. We can just sit back, just enjoy Christmas for what it is. If you're saving up any money for Thankmas, just use that on yourself, use it on your loved ones, buy yourself something nice, treat yourselves. I do still hope to do Thankmas next year. We've been doing it for so often every year that it's good to just back out. And I was already like, I don't want to do it live anymore. I don't want to do it in person in front of an audience because honestly, it costs a lot to run. A lot of that money should be going into the charity anyway. And adding a live audience in front of us didn't really add to the thing in a meaningful way. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to do is get the most amount of money in a charity's pockets as I can. Well, pocket sounds dirty. Get the most amount of money I can to a charity instead of it being spent on like a stage and a venue and an audience, and like all of that stuff seemed very superfluous. And my plan for that initially was to make Thankmas a much bigger deal and a much bigger spectacle, so then more people would pay attention and more companies will come in and give us their money to give to charity. I don't really know if hosting it live in front of a big audience really did what I wanted it to. We did it twice. I don't think it added anything meaningful. So I'm probably not going to do that in the future. I'll still do it live in like a studio somewhere and bring on guests and everything, but doing it in front of people, I don't think really added anything.